Hey guys, happy Monday, I hope your Monday is going productive. I hope it's going successful. I hope you guys got the week jump started. So today we're going to be kickstarting my second series, Intermittent Fasting Made Simple. So today in this first video, I'm going to be talking about what intermittent fasting is, a little bit of the history behind it, and the different types of intermittent fasting. So just to I'm laying the foundation with this one. You guys know how I do it. So first of all, what is intermittent fasting? I mean, you've heard it, you've seen it thrown around in various different diets and things like that. So fasting has actually been around for thousands and thousands of years. It's actually in our evolutionary based history. Back during the hunter and gathering time, there was a fasting period and there was a feeding period. Because think about it, when the hunters would go to get the food, the women and the children back home would be fasting until they brought back the food, and then they would feast. So what we've seen that happen now over the course of the years, we've been given a lot of misinformation about what we're supposed to eat, how many times we're supposed to eat, all of these different type of things. So it's very confusing and we don't know what's going on. So even if you look at the USDA Food Administration, they recommend the average person eats 3 times a day. That's actually not accurate. We're actually made to only eat once or twice a day. We do not need to eat 3 to 5 meals a day and snacks in between. So that's the first misconception. Fasting is so beneficial because it's so many different reasons. One, when your body is fasting, you are relaxing your body and it is regenerating, it is breaking things down, it is renewing certain things. That's why fasting is so important. So if you're eating all day long, you're not giving your body a chance to rest. You're not giving your body a chance to renew get rid of the waste and renew the degenerates in your system. You're not giving your body that time to do those things. That's why intermittent fasting is so important, because it allows your body to get rid of the waste, get rid of the fat, and make sure that you are having your maximum vitality. So it's 2 periods. I'm going to make this pretty simple. It's a fasting time and then it's a feeding time. So during fasting time, you're not eating nothing, but you can drink. You can do tea, you can do coffee, you can do sparkling water during your fasting time. And then your feeding time, you can adjust that to whichever diet that you are following or lifestyle that you are following, but we will get into that in a later video. But in this particular video, what I want you guys to understand about intermittent fasting, it's 2 periods. It's fasting where you're not eating at all, you're just consuming liquids, water, coffee, tea, seltzer water, sparkling water. Those are all approved. And then your feeding time where you're actually consuming food. So just keep that in mind. Fasting and feeding time. Now we go into the types of fasting you can do. I'm going to give you guys 3 that you can do, and you can see which one works best for you. The first one, I'm looking at my notepad, guys. The first one is the 16-8 method. This to me is a very good one if this is your first time going into fasting. If you've never done it, this puts your eating window from about 1 p.m. to about 9 p.m. at night. So basically with this 16-8 method, you're only skipping breakfast. So I would recommend this method if you are just getting started, just to get that habit of fasting. I would highly recommend to do the 16-8 method, meaning you are fasting for 16 hours and then you are eating for 8 hours. I think this is a very good method. It eases you in, doesn't really feel like anything. So with that being said, if you wanted to start this one, let's say you go to work around 8 o'clock. Instead of eating something, you just have your coffee or your tea, you skip breakfast, and then you can have your lunch and your dinner and all of those things throughout the rest of the day. So that's the first method. That's the 16-8 method. The second method is eat, stop, eat. This is going to be for a more advanced faster. So for this method, this is fasting for about 24 hours at a time. So you're going to be fasting. So if your first meal is at 3 o'clock on Monday, you're not going to eat again until 3 o'clock the following day. I would say you can do this method after you've mastered the 16-8 method. Maybe you've been doing that for about 2 months, you got that down pat, or if you, depending on how quick you learn new habits, minimum 3 weeks, I would start to implement this. Try to do this maybe once a week, the 24-hour method, which is eat, stop, eat, which means that you're fasting for, on average, 24 hours, and then you eat, then you fast for another 24 hours, and then you eat. So it's eat, stop, eat. This one, like I said, this is a more advanced level. So if this is hard for you, if you're not new, you haven't been doing this, I would recommend that you do the first one first, see how you feel, and then you can go to the eat, stop, eat. With this one, typically a lot of people, they'll do a window of they'll eat maybe between 1 and 2, or 3 and 6, or 6 and 9, and then that's the only time they're eating throughout the day, and then the rest of the day they're just staying hydrated and everything like that. So we got the 16-8 method, and then the eat, stop, eat. Then the last one is the 5-2 method. So with this method, this is gonna be on 2 days out the week, you're only gonna eat between 500 and 600 calories. And then the rest of the week you eat normally. This is good if I think the 16-8 is easier, but I think this one is good if you just really want to kind of not go completely to cold turkey. You want to ease in to this, then maybe you can start with this one, the 5-2 method. Meaning, you eat normally, and then for 2 days you do a smaller calorie consumption of 600 calories. So you still are eating something. You're not completely fasting. So it all depends on you and your level of, how well you adapt to this new lifestyle and things like that. So I would definitely recommend you look at those 3 options and see what works best for you, your lifestyle, those type of things. And I also want to add, as far as with in this series of fasting made simple. Fasting, it comes easy, because I know in the beginning it's going to be reverse engineering everything you've been taught. The reason why I think it's so easy is because you don't have to do anything. You have to not do things. You don't have to, go buy this or take that. You simply just have to stop eating, And I would highly recommend that if you are considering taking this journey, that you stay hydrated. That's going to be the biggest thing. Stay hydrated. A gallon of water a day, your coffee, your tea, stay hydrated. Stay busy. And I just want to say that I am not a licensed nutrition, so please, if you do have any health conditions, consult with your doctor and run this by them that you want to do this. But I will say that it's a very good way to start your healthy lifestyle, and it is going to bring a lot of benefits. And I'm just here to make it very plain and simple so that anybody can follow it. I understand that it is something new, but you can do it. It is doable, step by step, 1 foot in front of the other, 1 foot in front of the other. So just listen to the methods, see which ones work for you, and understand that naturally we never used to eat as much and as many times a day as we eat. A lot of the time we have associated eating with building connections with people. And what I can recommend if you're going to be doing this fasting journey, instead of saying, oh, I want to go out to eat with this person, focus on building a connection with them. If you're going to a party or you're going to an event, focus on building a connection. Focus on, meeting new people instead of focusing on, oh, I have to eat to build with new people. And that's a lot of the time what causes the overeating. Like, we think, oh, we celebrate, oh, we gotta go out to eat, oh, something's wrong, we gotta go out to eat. Like, you can change those associations. So, and I think once you get into your fasting, you will see that you'll be able to connect with people. I would say even on a deeper level, because it won't just be about food. You'll actually be able to focus on the real connection between you and other people. And, the average person thinks about food for 8 hours of the day. So you'll actually see that with intermittent fasting, you will be very much more productive. You will have more creative ideas running through you, and you will be thinking at your most optimal, because your mind won't be on, you eat breakfast, now you're thinking about lunch. You eat lunch, now you're thinking about dinner. You eat dinner, now you're thinking about dessert. Like, food won't be taking over your whole life. And it's not just, this isn't like a one-off thing. This is just society. You can't go on the TV commercials of food, and people always talking about food, and it's just become crazy. And if you look around, America is suffering with that. That's why we are one of the most obese countries in the world. That's why, 8 out of 10 people suffer with obesity, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, all of these things, because we are literally eating all day long, and it is not helping our health at all. So I just want in this series to give you guys an alternative. And I'm not saying that you can plan out days, like if you are going to be going on vacation or a wedding or, something like that, where, you're not going to be doing your fasting. But if you can train your mind and your body to operate off of a fasting schedule, I promise you, you won't regret it. It will keep you, looking vibrant. It will keep you healthy. It'll keep your heart happy. It'll keep you energized throughout the day. And your body will definitely thank you for it. And you will start to see how much more energy you truly do have to do the things that you want to do. But this is all I have. This is going to be the first part of a 3-part series. And this is, Fasting Made Simple. Thank you guys for listening. Drop in the comments. Let me know which new fasting method you want to use, or if you've already been using a fasting method, let me know which one you've been using and things to help. We're a community. We're all helping each other out. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful night. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.